Hey, how's it going? Welcome to News Act, Thursday 9th of December 2021. We're looking from the papers. First up, New York Times story about a website that was encouraging people to commit suicide. Apparently, over on the right, Pfizer suggests booster shields against variant. They would say that. Down here, pictures of manatees, NATO, Ukraine, USA Today, alligator swimming in an algae bloom, Pfizer, Omicron inflation, New York Post, treason. Fox News tree was set on fire in New York. They arrested a homeless man. Tucker Carlson, the man himself, came out from the offices and said this was an attack on Christianity. The Department of Justice can tell you precisely how many Qurans were burned last year, but they don't keep track of Christmas trees. Why is that? Because they couldn't care less. Totally mental thing to say, pretty normal for Tucker. Daily News, here's an image I'll never get out of my mind. Disgraced paedophile finds Sir Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself, or IP, having his feet rubbed by Ghislaine on the jet. Wall Street Journal, Angela handing over to Olaf. Good to finally see some male representation at the top of German politics. Pfizer, Omicron, National Post from Canada. Picture of a pretty dramatic attempted rescue yesterday of a woman whose car went over into Niagara Falls. She was pronounced dead at the scene, or IP. Grandma from Cuba, President of the Republic, passing out his good wishes to the other Caribbean nations for their help during the pandemic. Down the bottom, quote from Fidel, "We believe in the strength of a united Caribbean." Yes, thank you, Fidel. Star of South Africa, power cut, celebs, true crime. Jerusalem Post, cancel Mel Gibson for anti-Semitism. Best of luck with that. Tehran Times, Iran nuclear talks, picture of the Iron Dome in operation. Over on the left, story about Palestine. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights has strongly condemned Israeli violations of Palestinian rights. I think they've been doing that all along. The Hindu, big helicopter crash there, killed the chief of the defence staff and 11 other military personnel in Tamil Nadu. Down here, the chief minister of Tamil Nadu, MK Stalin, very powerful name for a politician, advertising some international machine tools show. The Australian cricket, hard to see but top left, Greg Sheridan, Irish of course, he says the West may not survive this woke madness. Yes, hopefully. Global Times, there's that helicopter crash again, US, Russia underneath. Irish Examiner, Pfizer, Omicron. Down the bottom here, Kingspan drops F1 sponsor deal after Grenfell outcry. Kingspan, Irish company, sell cladding that was used in the Grenfell Tower, so people not happy they were sponsoring the F1, they've now been taken out. To be honest, the F1 was held in Saudi Arabia there over the weekend, so no one boo-hooing about that. Irish Times, UK to require a visa waiver to cross the border. That's the British border in Ireland. So if you're in Donegal, for example, you want to go to Dublin and your route passes through the occupied 6 counties in Northern Ireland, you're going to need a visa. Crazy. Above that, Newton Emerson, United Ireland will not happen as early as nationalists believe. Well, I guess there's an admission in that statement that a United Ireland will happen. Certainly this thing about needing a visa to cross the border is definitely going to make it happen quicker. Claire Echo, anti-vaxxers targeting school board members, spraying graffiti on their house. That's not nice. Irish Daily Mail, bit of thirst posting, booster jabs. Irish Sun, there's an interesting photo. POV, you are the disgraced paedophile billionaire financier Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself, or IP. Down here, story about another pedo true crime thing. Belfast Telegraph, human interest story focusing in here. The woman on the left died from COVID, or IP. That's her daughter there. Basically saying that people like this are really annoyed because of the Downing Street party during Tier 3 lockdown. They were all partying away while everyone else was locked down and people were dying. The Herald from Scotland, there she is, the woman taking the fall, Allegra Stratton. Had to check if that was her real name. Allegra, it is a real name. She's named after one of the illegitimate children, a Lord Byron. She's taking the fall now because of the video that leaked of her talking about the party. She is a scapegoat. Down here it says Miss Stratton has become a scapegoat. That's true. In the famous words of Malcolm Tucker, politics is a war. Sometimes politicians get a bullet in the head. Financial Times, there's Boris bringing out the new COVID curbs now, thanks. Down the bottom, Biden proposing NATO talks with Putin for a diplomatic resolution to the Ukraine crisis. Guardian, Boris bringing in the curbs. Independent, 4 stories on top. Christmas party at Down Street, Omicron Christmas, tennis. There's Allegra boo-hooing again. Daily Torygraph, there's Boris up the top, beginning of the end for Boris, says Alistair Heath, editor of the Torygraph. Probably, we're mid-election cycle now, so it'd be a good time to swap out the main characters, probably get someone like Jeremy Hunt in place. Down here talking about mandatory jabs, maybe on the way, going to discuss it. Interesting. The Times, there's Allegra boo-hooing, curbs coming in. Daily Express, Allegra boo-hooing, curbs coming in. There's the future Queen Consort of England, niece by marriage to Prince Andrew, wanted regarding his relationship, paedophile billionaire finds that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself, or IP. Daily Mirror, more rare Ghislaine and Jeffrey photos. There they are in Balmoral at the Queen's favourite little cabin, friends in high places. Boris bringing in the curbs. Daily Mail, £10 off at Lidl, that sounds good. There's Allegra really not looking happy. Down Street Christmas party, Allegra crying about Down Street Christmas party. Boris bringing in the curbs. Metro, the whole Boris thing, bringing in the curbs and also the Christmas party. Daily Star, Boris again. Yep, this story dominating the headlines. No mention of the fact that Britain are supporting Saudi Arabia in their war against Yemen, which kills 300 people a day. No mention of the policing bill, which is going to criminalise protest and lead to up to 51 weeks in jail if you block a road or an airport. And no mention of criminalising migrants in the Channel as well as anyone who helps them. Julian Assange is still in jail in the maximum security Belmarsh prison without fair trial or due process. If you want to stay off corporate, social, state media for the day, just click the link in the description. Alright, thanks, good luck.